Hi Flosstube, my name is Beth and I'm the Steadfast Stitcher. Today I'm doing a little Flosstube extra for the 2023 Christmas Ornaments magazine from Just Cross Stitch. It seems like just a few weeks ago that I did the Halloween edition, but here we are. So I'm going to be doing a flip through of this for today's video, and guess what? I've got two. So my LNS is Stitch Point On Friendly, and they gifted me a magazine to share with all of you. So I will have more details on that towards the end of the video. So we're going to have a giveaway. Yay! So they've got 70 plus ornaments in here, and I thought we'd take a quick look. The first section on this one is called Bling in the Season. And look at those. They are pretty. Oh, I had my thumb over one. Sorry about that. Let's see what we've got. This is going to be, since they're so small, to do with hiding the pattern. The first one is called Festive Ball, and it's Wickham Cottage. Very, very cute. And this uses DMC and Mill Hill beads, Mill Hill seed beads in red. But that's an adorable pattern. And then it shows you how to make the cording on it as well. Then we have Blackwork Christmas by Blackwork Journey. And this one uses DMC, Diamant, and Mill Hill seed beads. Let's see if I can just do this without showing the pattern. There we go. Yeah, very pretty design. Very elegant. This next one is called Painted Leaves, and it's by Cute Embroidery by Kate, and it uses Weeks Dye Works, Diamant, and Mill Hill seed beads. And this is pretty. It does give the DMC conversion. Let's see if I can get this better. There we go. Yeah, very pretty design. And that one is it's 63 by 63. It would make a great ornament. And this is Kiwi, in case you haven't met her before. She doesn't show up in my videos nearly as often as Chloe does. All right, so next one is Sending Love by Stitchora. And this one uses DMC, DMC Light Effects, and it has some French knots in it as well. Let's see. This one's right in the crease. But yeah, very pretty pattern. I'm not going to worry about hiding my face when I'm showing these because you don't need to see my face. That's adorable. This one is one I definitely want to stitch, this next one. It's Holiday Flair by Linda Jean Jenkins. And it uses DMC, Light Effects, Mill Hill seed beads, and Mill Hill antique seed beads. And just for myself, I would probably switch over Light Effects to a toile, just because I find a toile much easier to work with. But this is Holiday Flair. Very pretty. Come on, focus camera. There we go. I like that one a lot. You like that one too? This next one is, wow, it's called Regal Diamond, and it's by Kim Beamish. And this one features DMC, Diamant, Pearl Cotton, and Mill Hill seed beads. And it calls for wrapped back stitch, but it does give instructions on how to do it, and also instructions on how to finish the pillow. But that's this one here. Isn't that pretty? I might try that one just because I've never done wrapped back stitch before. And it also says there's a companion ornament in the August 2023 issue of Just Cross Stitch. This one is also right in the crease, but this is a Christmas star by Putini, Gilia Punti, Antiki. And I'm sorry, I am really butchering your name. I apologize. But this calls for DMC Light Effects, Thread Gatherer Silk. DMC Light Effects and Thread Gatherer Silk. And this is called a Christmas Star, because it goes right into the crease. Let's see. Come on, focus, camera. But I think that's really pretty as well. This next one is Pink Poinsettia by Luhu Stitches. This one uses DMC or Cosmo Sundance seed beads. I have not heard of Sundance seed beads. I'll have to check that out. That's this one right here. Sorry, it's taking my camera a second. I think it wants to try and focus on my face, and I want it to focus on the ornaments. But yeah, very pretty design. These would look super cute on the tree. Now, the next section that they have is called Homespun Holiday. And I think this is probably my favorite section. You know, this is definitely kind of my style. I love, wait till I show you this one. This is fabulous. All right, so first one is the Christmas Heart Spool. I'm going to have to do it like that because the pattern's on the other side. Isn't that cute? I love that. That's adorable. And it does give you finishing instructions. This one is called Happy Holiday, and it's by Needle Art by Wendy. And it calls for Gloriana threads, but it does give the DMC conversion. Oops, right on the crease again. Oop. Try to show this without the patterns. More challenging than I thought. And this next one is called Simple Joys, and I think this is one of my favorites. This is by Kristen Stolfus Clay, and her Etsy shop is called Joys in Stitches, and it calls for DMC. Yep, this is all DMC and French knots or colonial knots, however you prefer. She's got her cup of tea and her book of Christmas carols. Love that. That's adorable. This one really got me. This is adorable. This is Christmas Pudding by Tangled Threads and Things. And look how she finishes this in a little, oh my gosh. Oop. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? It is so cute. And this uses all DMC and just some back stitching with it. And it gives you finishing instructions and where you can get this little stand if you want to. But I just thought, how original. I love that idea. This one is called Snowflake Sheep. And he's almost like a little Quaker sheep in the round, very round sheep. And it is by Counting Puddles. And this calls for, let's see, Trenway Silks. But it does give the DMC conversion. And yeah. Trenway Silks and Harmony Silk Floss. But again, it does give the DMC conversion on these. He kind of looks like a little Quaker. I know he's a snowflake, but he kind of looks like a little Quaker sheep. He's very cute. And this miniature stocking by Rose Watano Designs is adorable. This is Country Christmas Stocking, and it calls for all DMC pearl cotton. And then it's got some back stitching, and that's it. And then it gives you finishing instructions. Isn't that cute? That's adorable. See, and it even gives you the template for finishing the stocking, and this strawberry here as well, which is Poinsettia Strawberry. And it's by Nikki's Creations. And she's on Etsy. And this is, let's see, just one color of DMC 3777 terracotta. Just really cute. And like I said, all the templates are included in here on how to make the strawberry and detailed finishing instructions. So that's awesome. Next we have Fleece Navidad by One of a Kind Heirlooms, and they are on Etsy. This one's right in the crease. Here we go. Very cute. And next one, this section is called Tidings of Joy. And I can see two on here that I really want to stitch. Yeah, that's this section. The first one is called Gentle Glow. And it is these candles here. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. Because it wants to, my camera wants to focus on me. And I'm sorry. Rookie. These are also tiny. And this one calls for Gloriana threads, Access Commodities, and Avera Soie. But they all have the DMC conversions on these. This next one is Holly Noel, and it's by the Mindful Needle. And this one's very cute. Pretty design. And I'm pretty sure I want to stitch that, and I've got the perfect blue fabric for that as well. This next one is called One We Could Really Use. That's not what it's called. It's called Peace on Earth by Panchoka Stitches. Panchoka. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I apologize. But yeah, I think that's really pretty. I could definitely see stitching that. And that one is all DMC. Oh, and the Noel one that I just showed is all Weeks Dye Works, but it does have the DMC conversion as well. Oh, this one's really tiny, right in the crease. Okay. This one is called Joy by Lisa Leanne Designs. And it calls for DMC and Mill Hill seed beads. If I can get this. Come on, focus camera, you can do it. There we go. Such a tiny picture. Alright, next is called Comfort and Joy by My Big Toe. This is really pretty. This calls for Weeks Dye Works, but again, it also gives the DMC conversion. I like this one a lot. I think it's very pretty. I've got some little tiny stands, And that one would be perfect to put on one of those little stands on a bookshelf or somewhere. And this one I am probably going to stitch. It's called Holy Family Folk Art. And it's from January Jane Shop. And I just love the style of this. Let's see. Yeah, don't focus on me. Focus on... Oh, I'm going to do that without showing the pattern. Tiny, tiny picture, but I think it's really pretty. Actually, I think the picture here is much better. Yeah, I really like that. I will probably be stitching that one. And this next one is called Believe by Rosewood Manor. One of my favorites. In fact, I'll be doing a Rosewood Manor birthday sale later on in the year. So again, this is called Believe. And it calls for either Presencia cotton floss, or it does the DMC conversion, and Mill Hill antique seed beads. Come on, focus camera. I really want to show this. It's so pretty. There we go. Getting fussy on me. I think I need to get one of those stands where I can flip it down. And this next one is Oh Holy Night by Wrought Iron Stitching. And that one uses DMC, all DMC, and it just has some back stitching on it. Next is called next section is called Merry and Bright. Fun patterns. And we've got the little elf Christmas jumper, and this is by Haystack Stitching. Isn't that cute? That is adorable, and it does give finishing instructions. And it calls for all DMC, and what, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors in it. But that's adorable. Next is Have a Mod Christmas by 3 Tiny Owls. This is a fun Christmas tree. Look at that, very colorful. That's fun. And this next one I will be definitely stitching. This is called Poinsettia Fairy, but it also says there's a companion ornament in the August 2023 issue of Just Cross Stitch. So I'm going to have to find that one. But this is all DMC and some back stitching. But I think she's so cute to hang on a tree. Yeah. Poinsettia Fairy. Isn't she adorable? And that's by Kathleen Burlew. And she is on Instagram. Then we have Holiday Wishes by Charlotte Smith. And this is all DMC. This is very cute. I like this one. And then Candy Swirls by Julie DiBortoli. And this uses DMC satin and Krynic. Cute, cute, cute. These are fun little designs. Next one, if you love penguins, you'll like this one. This is by Penguin Noel by Praiseworthy Stitches. And this calls for all DMC and Mill Hill beads. Isn't that cute? That's adorable. And next one is Woodland Holiday, and it is by Spot Colors, and it is all DMC, and it is a really tiny picture. So I'm going to go back to, so it's this one right here. Ooh. There we go. I like that one a lot. I like the deer and the acorn. Very cute pattern. And then Hope You Have a Swell Christmas. And the pattern is called Vintage Trees by Cozy Cabin Stitches. And this is all DMC. Done in a little pillow and has finishing instructions. Next section is called Ho Ho Christmas, and I bet you can guess what that features. Look at these. These are fun. I do like stitching Santas. I'm gung-ho. I love Prairie Schooler Santas. The first one is called A Star for the Tree, and it's by Fairy Wool in the Wood. There we go. And this is all DMC. Isn't he cute? I like that one. This one kind of reminds me of a gnome Santa. I like this one a lot. But it's called Letters to Santa, and it's by Jennifer Redmond. And it is all DMC and then one Mill Hill seed bead. Red. Yeah. Doesn't he remind you of kind of a gnome Santa? He's so cute. I know a few friends that like to stitch gnomes. I think he'd fit right in. Then we have Holly Dazzle Santa by Pickle Barrel Designs. And it uses DMC and Krynic. Come on, focus. Hard to tell when my eyesight isn't the best either, but it looks like he's focusing now. He's very cute. Then we have Polar Night Sighting, and it's by Stitch Sprout. She's on Etsy, and this calls for DMC and Mill Hill seed beads. And I'm going to go back to the start of the section so you can see a much better picture, because this one's so tiny. So that is this one right here. Look at that. Look at all the detail in such a small ornament. I think that's one I want to stitch. That is beautiful. There are a number in here that I would love to stitch. So many patterns, so little time. I need to live to be about 200, 300, somewhere in there. And then we've got Mr. and Mrs. by Dirty Annie's. And this calls for Weeks Dye Works and Classic Color Works, but it does give the alternatives. Oh my gosh, I just got a notice from Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World. And yeah, this is Mr. and Mrs. I may be stopping over at Hemlock and Rye shop a little later because it looks like a pattern that I've been waiting on is finished and I can buy it. This next one is called Stamped for Delivery by Jamie Kyle of Knotted Tree Needle Art. And it's delivery by December 25th. And it is all DMC. Very cute. And these are all small, so they can finish up pretty quickly. I really like these. Next one is called Christmas Eve, and I am definitely going to stitch this one. And it is by Dames of the Needle. It calls for classic colorworks and gentle arts and Weeks dye works. All three. But they do give all the DMC conversions. But this is just, I love this one. Check it out. So if you like primitive at all, which I do, I love primitive and folksy, and I like moderns too, but I definitely seem to turn to primitive and folksy for like ornaments and samplers and all kinds of neat stuff. But I really like this one. And so there's a, hard to see because the picture's so small, but there's a little wreath in each window. And I just think that's beautiful. Again, that may not be your style. Some of the other ones might be your style. You know, everybody's got their own thing, and that's totally okay. Next one is called Santa Moon, and it's by Needle Bling Designs. And it's right in the crease. There we go. He's cute. And that calls for gentle arts, Weeks dye works, and classic color works, but they all have the DMC conversions. I got my couple of my favorite patterns are in this next section here, and this is called Winter Wonderland. Check it out. Oops. It's got robins and owls and deer. Oh my! Things I would definitely stitch. So I've been trying to build kind of a woodland theme on one of my Christmas trees. I've got a regular size Christmas tree, you know, that goes in the front window, and then I've got a teeny little one that I keep by my desk. And this one is called Squirrel's Christmas by Mr. Stitch and Mrs. Needle. And this calls for all DMC. Look at this squirrel, is so cute. Isn't he adorable? Kind of gives me Beatrice Potter vibes. And this one says there is also a companion design in the August 2023 Just Cross Stitch magazine. This next one is White Christmas by Cotton Pixels. And I'm going to show you the front picture because that one is really tiny. So White Christmas by Cotton Pixels calls for either Presencia or DMC floss. And it's got a button on here as well, but I didn't see. So it's this one right here. I really like that one. That is very pretty. And our next one is Mr. Owl right here, which I just love. He's gorgeous. I am definitely stitching him. And this is the Decorating Owl is his name, and it is by Jesse Schofield. And you can find him on Instagram under I Will Be Crafting, all one word. This calls for DMC, Mill Hill seed beads, and this is beautiful. I just love him. What a cool looking owl with the snowflakes. Oh, beautiful. Next one is Holly Geese by Carol Thornton. And this calls for Etoile and regular DMC. And again, I'm going to flip back to the cover page of this section because that picture is so tiny. Remember when we were all stitching geese all the time? I wonder if his goose is cooked. Sorry. Bad humor. There we go. What do they call that? Dad jokes. Dad jokes. And this next one is also very tiny, so I'm going to show the bigger picture of this. But this is Snow Deer by Fox and Rabbit. Ooh, I love Fox and Rabbit. Come back here. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. And Snow Deer is this one right here. Look at him with a little cardinal. Oh, he's adorable. Very, very cute. And the next one is Decorating the Tree by Judith Kringle. And she's on Etsy, Jolo X Stitch Boutique. And it calls for DMC and DMC light effects. That's a fun tree. Very cute, and I love the cardinals. This next one is Winter Wonderland by Patricia Ann Designs, and it calls for DMC, Kreinig Very Fine Braid, and Mill Hill Seed Beads. And I'm going to have to go back to the cover shot on this one as well. Let's see. That is this one right here. Oop, glare, sorry. This bottom one right here. Very pretty design. I like that. I'm definitely going for all the animal ones. They are fun. And then finally is Robin's Wishes by the Little Stitcher for this section. And this is DMC. And yep, it's all DMC, which is nice. And it's finished as a pillow. And it is this little design right here. But yeah, I love the little Robin. He's so cute. Okay. So now we've got, the next section is called Child at Heart. This is loaded. This magazine is really loaded with a lot of patterns. I think there's something for everybody here. So Child at Heart, and the first one is called Tree Celebration by Keslins. And it is this guy right here. Isn't he cute? I love that. That's adorable. Next up is Have a Cool Christmas by Stitchy Fish Designs. And I personally think this one is adorable. And I like how they finish this as well. And this one uses DMC and just some French knots. That's it. And it does give you finishing instructions as well. Then we have Christmas Chaos. I love this one. I'm going to have to do it, but I will probably do Gray Cats. Christmas Chaos by the Stitcherhood. Sorry. Yep, that is so cute. That is adorable. And Christmas Chaos is all DMC. Now these are so cute. These are called Tiny Messengers by Franny Ritter Designs. Look at those. Aren't they adorable? So cute. And let's see. This is stitched on perforated paper, you might have guessed. And then it calls for DMC and Mill Hill Seed Beads. And it gives you all the finishing instructions for how to make the glove and the name tags. Very cute. Next one is called Ice Skating Joy, and it is by Sweet Wing Designs. Again, I'm going to flip back to the header page so you can see this better. And that is this one right here. Very sweet. If you know somebody, know any kids that do ice skating, they would probably love this one as a gift. Oops. And this calls for, Ice Skating Joy calls for DMC and Classic Colorworks. Then we have Magical Night by Annie B's Folk Art, and I love Annie B's Folk Arts. That's just me. And this calls for DMC and Kreinik. And I'm going to go back to the bigger picture. That is this one right here. So it's a snow globe. Isn't that adorable? I really like that a lot. And this is cute. It's Ready for Takeoff by Mod Cross Patterns. I love him. He's all ready to go on flight. And this calls for DMC and DMC Etoile. Look at him. Isn't he fun? I love that. And then we've got Ho Ho Hippo by Abby, Top Knot Stitcher. Hey, Abby! And this also has a companion ornament in the August 2023 issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. So here is Ho Ho Hippo. Look at him. He doesn't look very happy. He is singing his heart out. I love that. Then we've got, this section is called Snow Much Fun. And yeah, here we go. Lots of little snow guys. Look at these. Snow Much Fun. This is loaded. All right, Ready for Christmas is the first one by Doreen Jones. And that is this guy right here. Look at him. He is fun. And Ready for Christmas calls for either Presencia or Presencia. I think that's how you pronounce it. Or DMC. Yeah, he's adorable. And then we've got Sand Dollar Snowman by Amy Baker of Barefoot Needle Arts. Isn't he cute? Oh, I love that. He's adorable. And he calls for DMC, DMC Etoile, Classic Colorworks, and Weeks Dye Works, and then from buttons from Just Another Button Company, and chenille ribbon, and oh, they're giving the finishing board here too. They have information on where you can get that. And Just Another Button Company. Okay, that is cute. Snowman on the sand. I love it. Next one is called Be Merry, and this is a Christmas tag size. It's very cute. It's by Tangled Threads and Things. I'm going to go back to the section here. So that is this one right here. I like that it's got like different colors for the hat and scarf, not the traditional red and green. It's something a little different. I really like that. Next one is by Sweet Annette, and it's called 2023 Snowman. And let's see, he's stitched on 14 count plastic canvas. Isn't he cute? That would definitely be a different one to do. That is fun. You want to commemorate 2023, and this calls for DMC and Kreinik, very fine braid. Then we have Frosty Snow Globe by Lane Atu et al. Sorry, she's on Etsy, and this calls for all DMC. I think he's focusing. There we go. Next one is A Beautiful Sight. I love the finish on this. I think it's really adorable. And a beautiful site is by Twisted Willow Designs. And this calls for DMC, DMC Diamond, and DMC Etoile. I can't tell, so hopefully he's focusing. Yeah, I think that's very cute. And I like the finishing on that one as well. Next is Snowy Wishes by MTV Designs. And this is all Weeks Dye Works, but it does give the DMC conversion. And this is Snowy Wishes. He's cute. And I got a primitive vibe to it too that I really like. Then we have Snowy Fun by Century Farm Stitching. This one also has a companion piece in the August 2023 magazine. And I'm going to go back to the main page because this one is really tiny picture. So Snowy Fun is this one right here. It's cute. It's Snowmen Sledding. Try and say that 10 times fast. Snowmen Sledding. Hi. I think we're to the last section. This is called Deck the Halls. Oh, nope, looks like there's 2 more sections. Wow. Deck the Halls. Look at those. I really like this one here. That's pretty. So first one is Joy to the World, and this is by Living on the Rainbow, and she's on Etsy. Let's see if it's showing up. All right, that one's a tough one. Very tiny picture. This one calls for DMC and Chronic Very Fine Braid. That's a pretty one. And then we have Nutcracker Needle Roll, and it's by Saving Grace's Fine Needle Arts. And it does give you all the finishing instructions. So look at that. Isn't that cute? I like that one. Did I say it was by Saving Grace's Fine Needle Arts? I'm losing track. This is DMC, Krynic, and Rainbow Gallery. Rainbow Gallery, Rainbow Angora. And then Mill Hill Seed Beads and Mill Hill Antique Seed Beads. This next one is called Gingerbread Row. And, you know, I'm a sucker for houses, so this one's on my list too. And Gingerbread Row is by Laurel Susan Studio. She's on Etsy. And this calls for all DMC. There we go. That is pretty. That looks like a fun stitch. That's something I would enjoy. And then we have a Gingerbread Angel by Artist Designs. And this just uses DMC and Mill Hill Seed Beads. There we go. That's pretty. I kind of like the finish on it too. It looks like it's wrapped in gingerbread. Then we have Time for Christmas by Karina, and it's happyxcraft.com. And I'm going to get to the bigger picture of this because that tiny picture doesn't do it any justice. Because it's got danglies and it's just really pretty. So that is this one right here. And it gives you finishing instructions. Isn't that pretty? Definitely different. I really like that one. Although I do worry about danglies in my cats. Next one is one I pointed out earlier, that's Making Christmas Bright by KEB Studio Creations on Etsy. This one calls for DMC, Gentle Arts, Classic Colorworks, and Mill Hill seed beads, antique seed beads. I like that a lot. It's simple and beautiful all at the same time. Then we have Welcome, and this is by Always Time to Stitch. And let's see, this is stitched on perforated paper with Gentle Arts, DMC, Mill Hill Antique Seed Beads, and Mill Hill Frosted Seed Beads. This is, I think that's cool. I like that a lot. That is a fun one. Yeah, beautiful. And then we have 'Twas the Night by Fancy That Designs. Oops. And 'Twas the Night is done with DMC, Weeks Dye Works, Kreinik, Mill Hill Petite Seed Beads, and Mill Hill Glow-in-the-Dark Beads. How fun is that? And look at that. Wouldn't that be pretty? Oh, and if it's got some glow-in-the-dark beads on it too. Look at the little mouse peeking out. Totally adorable. No, Chloe, you can't have the mouse. That is adorable. When I flipped through the book the first time, I didn't even notice the mouse, and now that is so cute. All right, next one is Blue Noel. And, oh, interesting. Okay. Looks like towards the end of the magazine, they are featuring some of the older ornaments that appeared in previous editions of their holiday ornaments. And this one, it says it was previously featured in 2013. So it's Blue Noel by Turquoise Graphics and Designs. And it calls for the Karen Collection and Karen Collection Water Lilies. That's kind of neat. They're bringing back some old ones. I kind of like that. This next one was also featured in 2013, and it's called Be Jolly by Angel Stitching, and it is DMC and Gentle Arts. That's kind of a neat idea to bring back some oldies and some goodies. Oh, this one I like. This is from 2014. This is from Little House Needleworks. It's Snowy Days. Let's see, focus, focus, focus. There we go. And then we have A Very Merry Christmas by Medina Originals. And it was previously featured in 2015. And this is all DMC. That's a different idea. I don't think that they've done that before. You can always correct me if I'm wrong. Next we have Merry Christmas, which is My Christmas Song by MTV Designs, and it was previously featured in 2018. And I'm a sucker for cardinals. And then we have Mary and Jesus Stained Glass, and it's Snowflake Stitchery, previously featured in 2019. And this calls for DMC and DMC Light Effects. That's pretty. I like that. Ooh, and see there's an ad here for the Jingle Ball. Are you going? I definitely am. Wouldn't miss it. Then we have the poinsettia sampler that was previously featured in 2019 by Needle Art by Wendy. And this calls for gentle arts. That's pretty. I like that one. And then Gingerbread Boy. This is by Tangled Threads and Things. And this was featured in 2020. Look at that, he's holding a candy cane. That's adorable. And that's it. That's all the patterns. I think that's a lot. So, I have got one to share. If you are interested in getting your own free copy of this new Christmas Ornaments edition, let's use the word favorite and tell me what your favorite thing about the holidays is. Turkey or a turducken or decorating or family friends. Share in your comments below what your favorite thing is about the holidays, and make sure you use the word favorite. Rules really quick. Please be over 18 because I'll need your address. Please like and subscribe. Be a subscriber. Don't use the word giveaway or prize or anything like that in your comments. That definitely attracts the spammers. So, if you're interested in winning this, use the word favorite. And I will do draw the winner on my next regular Flosstube, which is the first Wednesday evening in September. I believe that's the 6th. So, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to run over to Kansas City Girl in the Colorado World and see if she's got Goth Thirsty Thurza sampler ready to go. If she doesn't know what I'm buying for sampler September. All right. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Have a fantastic week. And I will see you for my next regular video, the first Wednesday in September. Oh, my goodness. So thanks, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Bye.